next candidate on the stage is Juventino J. Gomez, who is running for re-election of El Monte City Council.
Are we ready? Thank you, thank you. Let me thank IPAC for their continued support. It is phenomenal. It means a lot. It means a lot to my campaign. It means a lot to me. And it means a lot to all my brothers that are of Asian descent, Hispanic, white. It doesn't matter because we're all one family. In the city of El Monte, one of my priorities has always been and will continue to be is public safety. Well, Jay, why public safety? Very simple. If we don't have public safety, and we don't have safe streets, and we don't have safe schools, and we don't have safe businesses, where is El Monte going to be in all its community? We want to make sure that our children are safe going to school, in school, coming back home. We want to make sure that we have small business able to expand, new big business coming in, like the Holiday Inn restaurants that we're bringing in. We want to make sure that we have growth, new homes, beautiful homes, affordable housing we've brought in. We want to make sure that our roads, our community is the cleanest, the best. It wasn't long ago that people would say, Jay, where do you live? I live in El Monte. Oh, I see. Now people say, Jay, where do you live? I live in El Monte. Oh, you guys are growing, you're safe. It's a growing city and community. It is, as long as IPAC and Jay works together. As long as we all are one family. We cannot continue to divide. We divide, we're not going to function, we're not going to be successful. So, from me to you, thank you so much, and thank you for all you do for us. Sheshe.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Wish you good luck. Next, coming to the stage and do the self-introduction is Dr. Lee Sun, who is running for City Council of Irvine.
Thank you, IPAC, for the endorsement, and the U.S. National TV for hosting today's press conference. Thank you for the audience here and the audience watching the broadcast. My name is Lee Sun. I'm running for Irvine City Council. I graduated from USC with a PhD in chemical engineering and have worked in global organizations across the US and Europe, from being an engineer to vice president of research. Irvine has a population of more than 260,000. Although it is still at the top of the nation in many aspects, there's a clear decline in traffic, schools, and public safety. Most of the issues were caused by unbalanced growth, which in turn was caused by a city council that is heavily influenced by special interests, historical baggage, and partisan politics. To ensure the bright future of Irvine, we need new council members who can act with integrity, responsibility, independence, and transparency. I will bring to the City Council integrity to free from special interests. I will bring responsibility to the City Council to maintain balanced growth and improve traffic, schools, and public safety. I will bring independence to the City Council with no historical baggage, no partisan affiliation, and no special interests. Thank you, and I would be greatly honored to earn your vote on November 6th. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sun. Our next candidate will be Adele Andrade Stabler, candidate for Alhambra City Council.
Thank you so much, IPAC, for your endorsement to my campaign. In 2004, I came to see your organization and you endorsed me then. I've been on the school board for more than little over 14 years. And in that time, we've seen such a growth in our different populations for the Alhambra Unified School District. We have 51% students who are Asian American. Because of that, we decided that we needed to provide different programs and different options, like a dual immersion classes that start at pre-K, before kindergarten, and go through 3rd grade. We teach Chinese and English simultaneously. We provide classes from community colleges so that students can get a leg up and earn their associate degree or early college courses before they take on the larger universities. We've increased our advanced placement classes and our honors classes at the freshman through the 12th grade. As a councilwoman, our Asian population is 53%, maybe a little higher now, it's changing quite a bit. I want to carry the same challenges that our families have by improving our quality of life with issues like traffic and supporting our mom and pop small businesses and keeping the franchises at bay so that our small business can progress. I would like to continue to ensure equal resources for all our neighborhoods, better connection between city and schools, strengthen neighborhood safety and help reduce response times, and affordable housing and more parks. Our children need to have places to play. I would also like to increase transparency and accountability at City Hall. I promise to do that, and thank you again.
Thank you, Ms. Teller. Next coming to the stage is Sean Dang, who is candidate for the City Council of City of Rosemead.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, IPAC, for putting this fantastic media presentation for everyone. Once again, my name is Sean Dang. I'm running for Rosemead City Council. And a little bit about me is that I am currently the Rosemead Planning Commissioner. Professionally, I am a licensed civil engineer. I'm also an emergency manager for the City of LA Building and Safety Department. What I believe is important is the 3 pillars of modern society, and that is public safety, housing, and growth. And public safety is important is because we society need to flourish in a safe environment. And a lot of times we rely on the law enforcement to do so. And I like to work very closely with the law enforcement in order to engage them and help us prevent a lot of the crime. But I think more realistically, we need to embrace the residents. We need to embrace them and make them aware of some of the public safety concerns that surrounds them. And I think we could do that by just encouraging a lot of the neighborhood watch groups. The second pillar of modern society is housing. California right now is facing a housing crisis. And one third of all the residents in California are paying 1/2 of their monthly salary toward rent. And this is such a terrible situation. Add to that, our population is aging. Our aging population, because of the baby boomers, we're getting to a point where it'll be very difficult for them to pay for the higher rent. So what I'm pushing for is senior housing to support this problem. My third pillar is growth, and growth for the San Gabriel Valley is exploding, and it seems like Rosemead is sort of being left behind. What I'd like to do is take advantage of the momentum that's surrounding San Gabriel Valley and encourage a lot of the businesses and create moderate growth for the city. And I think this is important because it helps recharges the city budget, and it gives us funding so we can fix a lot of the streets and parks and a lot of the quality of life issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Next, coming to the stage is Cindy Wu, who is a candidate for Mountain View School Board in the city of El Monte. Ms. Wu, please.
Thank you, IPAC, for endorsing me, and definitely an honor, and thank you for all the board of directors. As an educator and a businesswoman, I know how important it is to have a great education system in our schools. And as our teachers do provide tools for our residents and to our parents and to our students to improve that. As a first API to run for the Mountain View School District, in its 150-year history, with a 30% population in Almonte and also in a neighboring city in South Almonte, that I look forward to bridge the gap between our communities. It is not only about the students in our district, but it is also about the what we could provide and the resources we could provide to our students. We should serve everyone in our community, and there are basically 4 key points that I will be advocating for. First is to expand the resources available to our parents of all races, and to expand the community involvement as well. Currently, that there are some parents in our community don't feel comfortable sending their kids to our district. And so we're losing resources. So I'm looking to help and improve that. I'm looking to raise the school performance by increasing accountability and ensuring that teachers have what they need. Then I'm looking to expand the financial literacy that's currently in place, but also to increase the reading literacy, so that way as they go on to further education, it will be easier for them. And lastly, will be responsible management within the district. I am proud to be the first API to run for the school district, and I look forward to all of your support and for IPAC's support as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wu. Good luck. IPAC has not only endorsed the political candidates, our endorsement is very diversified, and today we would like to announce 3 candidates for judge seats in the county of Los Angeles. The first one coming to the stage would be Veronica Sauceda, who is a candidate for LA Superior Court Judge Seat 4.
Good morning. First of all, thank you, IPAC, for your endorsement of my judicial candidacy. My name is Veronica Sauceda, and I'm running for Los Angeles Superior Court, office seat number 4. I'm very grateful for your endorsement. I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I've spent the last 17 years serving the public in both my capacity as a nonprofit attorney for almost 14 years. I served the San Gabriel Valley, the northern Los Angeles County Valley, as a nonprofit attorney for almost 14 years before I became a bench officer. I am currently sitting in Compton Court as a commissioner. My position is a Los Angeles Superior Court Commissioner. I adjudicate cases on a daily basis. I serve the courts in the same capacity as judges do. I was selected by judges to do what they do, which is to run a courtroom. And my goal is to continue to adjudicate cases fairly with empathy as well. It's very important to have judges on the bench who are empathetic and who understand the many challenges faced by the folks that walk in through our courtroom doors. And I have that empathy. I have the experience as a nonprofit attorney. When I worked as a nonprofit attorney for almost 14 years, I understand the plight of the most underserved members of our community, because those are the people that I served as a nonprofit attorney. And now, as a bench officer, I continue to do so by making fair and impartial decisions daily. I apply the facts to the law in a fair and expeditious manner, and I look forward to your support on November 6th. I appreciate the endorsement, but I can't win without your help. I am running a grassroots campaign, and I need your help. I need you to help me spread the word. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your colleagues that they need to vote for a fair and impartial bench officer, and that's me.
Thank you. Thank you, Veronica. Next judicial candidate we have endorsed is Mr. Tony Cho, who is running for LA Superior Court Judge, seat number 60. Mr. Cho.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking IPAC for their support and their endorsement. It is an honor, and it is an honor to be sharing the stage with so many distinguished guests. Judicial candidates are often the least known candidates in any election, so it's important for us to have the support of the community and organizations like IPAC. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I have been an attorney for the last 17 years, and I have a very diverse legal background. I had my first 4 years I was a civil attorney, and for the last 13 years I've had the privilege of serving the community as a Deputy District Attorney with the LA County District Attorney's Office. For almost half my career in the LADA's office, I've specialized in elder abuse prosecution. I prosecute people that physically abuse elders, that sexually assault elders, that neglect elders by leaving them in the most inhumane conditions you can possibly imagine. I prosecute people that financially abuse elders, scam them out of their life savings, steal their home out from underneath them. And I do this because I believe that serving the elders, who are often the most underrepresented members of our communities, forgotten members of our communities, and very vulnerable members of our communities, is important. I also serve the community outside of the courtroom. For the last 8 years, I've had the privilege of serving as an assistant staff judge advocate for the California State Military Reserve. I provide free legal services to the men and women who serve in our armed forces. I work in the community in many other organizations and bar associations as well. This past primary election, I was honored to finish first place in my race with 46% of the vote, falling short of winning outright in the primary by just 4%. With your support and your endorsement, I hope to make up that 4% and more and win in the November election. So I hope I can count on your support going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chung. Last but not the least on our list of endorsements is Mr. Javier Perez, who has been endorsed in a primary in the primary election. He is running for LA Superior Court Judge, seat number 113. Mr. Perez, please take the stage.
Good morning. I'd like to thank IPAC for their continued support. I too am running a grassroots campaign. I was outspent by my opponent 10-1, 136,000 to 13,000. This is a countywide election, and I would not have come in first without the support from IPAC. So I really want to thank IPAC's support, and I'm counting on IPAC support to spread the word to come in first in November. Tell you a little bit about myself. I am the children of Mexican immigrants. I grew up in this community. I actually grew up a couple towns away in Montebello. I spent a lot of time in El Monte actually growing up. I've been a deputy district attorney for 28 years, including assignments in El Monte, West Covina, East Los Angeles, Alhambra, Pomona, and different parts of the San Gabriel Valley. I think being a judge is, the characteristics important in being a judge is experience, knowledge, courage to make difficult decisions, and I believe that it has a judge needs to have empathy for the people who are appearing in front of them, understand them and treat them with the proper amount of respect, and understand where they're coming from, because if you're in court, something bad either happened to you or you did something bad, and that judge needs to be empathetic to what those people are going through. I've been endorsed by several significant people, including some of the people who sat on the stage, Congresswoman Judy Chu and Mike Ng, that's M-I-K-E-E-N-G. I love Mike, he's a great person. And I'm truly hoping that you'll continue to spread the word about my qualifications. By the way, I'm the only candidate in my race rated well qualified by the LA County Bar Association. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We just have Katie Porter, who is candidate for U.S. Congress from 45th District. Let's welcome her to say a few words and make some self-introductions.
Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm here representing Katie Porter's campaign for Congress. She is honored by this endorsement, but she had to be out on the campaign trail and couldn't be here today. But she's so honored to receive the endorsement today. And she wanted me to be here to thank you all in person. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. That would conclude the press conference for the candidate's self-introduction.